We're gonna make fun of him many times for it today.
You got so many crazy listings. I was like, man, so you got a lot of assorted variety of stuff.
Alright.
Okay, I'm here.
Bloggity is screaming, and we have a PvT. Why don't we get some introductions here, Bloggity? Why don't you go for it?
Alright, spawning down here in the lower left-hand corner of Newkirk Precinct, we have RobotMuffin.
I like it. I like it.
And then spawning down here in the lower right-hand corner, we have Domda, the Red Terran. Alright, so Newkirk Precinct, that's a pretty interesting map. They've added a few things since, Newkirk Precinct. They've added a few things since the release of HOTS. Like, they've got these cooling towers, which are actually destructible objects that you can break down to defend that top base. Also, you can destroy that one on the bottom base to deny your opponent from getting that expansion.
There's also two very nice watchtowers in the middle, which leads to a very, very easily long macro split map game, because you can cover basically every single attack path besides an air path right here with those two watchtowers, and it just makes it really simple to just grab all of your bases and just macro up.
Alright, so not a lot going on here in the beginning of the game. We have Domda, the Red Terran. He's throwing up his barracks in kind of an interesting position.
He's got that SCV ready to take out that probe, or look for pylons going around. He knows that early probe's coming.
And that early probe, speak of the devil, RobotMuffin, is actually already in the base scouting at 2 minutes and 15 seconds, so that's pretty standard. RobotMuffin throwing down his assimilator and his gateway.
It's a good short map for you. Get there quick. He is really searching everywhere for those pylons, though. That's really good. Good move by him, making sure there's no cheese or anything, which we talked about earlier. We might see.
Oh, we have a little SCV battle going on here.
Sorry about that. It seems to me my StarCraft was really low, so I just turned that up. Sorry about that, everybody. Wasn't really any sounds really had to worry about then. But we got a cybernetics core going, got gas up. Everything seems to be extremely standard right now.
Which is good for our players. They get to play, hopefully, it's a really regular game, no cheese. We got a Marine out on the field. Hopefully he'll go take out that probe.
A little bit of micro. Nah, probe's gone.
That SCV is chasing him.
You got to make sure there's no pylons that go up. He is still ready for that cheese. Got the second gas going up, still pretty standard. That second gas, if you wanted to quick expand, you don't really need, but a lot of Protoss nowadays have been getting it to get that mothership out early, do some harassment with that, or to go to a nice one base Stargate and then expand real quick off of that. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, see what he does.
Yeah, both players seem to be doing a really good job of scouting right now. That SCV is still in the Protoss player's base. Looks like we have a Stalker popping out first.
So we have another gateway on the way too. I wonder if this is going to be a little bit of a 3-gate pressure or a 4-gate attack.
Alright, I like that our Terran player is continuing to make SCVs after he got his orbital command. He didn't just cut that. You'll see that a lot.
Getting an expansion up and stim. I do like that. If he's going for an early attack, that stim can really shut that down. He won't be expecting to stim that early.
Indeed. Also, we have both players expanding right now.
Just like that 4-gate I was talking about will not be happening. Although I do enjoy watching a good 4-gate every now and again.
Oh, we got the Twilight Council drop in the Protoss player's base. We could be seeing some Blink, maybe some early DTs.
I think DTs would be a better choice over Blink, because with that Marauder production going and that Stim about to be done, Blink Stalkers aren't going to do much against that unless you can kind of blink into the main through the 4th here and just bypass all of it, but I think a DT player would be a lot more devastating right here. He doesn't even have an engineering bay on the way.
We do have a Stalker poking up the ramp for a purple Protoss player. That sounds funny, the purple Protoss.
Got the alliteration here. It's an English lesson too, who knew?
So we got him poking up the ramp. He's scouting out those Marines and that Marauder, getting a little bit of an idea of the opponent's unit composition.
I might be a little bit worried seeing that Stalker move up. Seeing the Chrono on the Cyber earlier. He's putting up a bunker, so Might be a little bit ready for some pressure, not really moving his command center to the bottom yet. Just kind of let it chill there, make sure he's safe, and we do see that it is Blink.
Outstanding, and he drops another gateway, and he's getting that expansion saturated very, very quickly. I like that. I think I would have preferred to see this bunker down in the low ground. That way we could get that expansion out a little quicker, but I guess I'm not too opposed to seeing it here on the high ground either. We see that a lot. Dropping that first missile turret, that's a very good call.
That is. Could be anything. A lot of Protosses have been favoring an Oracle play, so that missile turret is really going to help defend against mostly anything that this Protoss can throw at him early game. He is using his chrono very well, very nicely on his probes. And seeing that, chronoing them out, really favoring the economy. Finally getting that expansion down, got it orbitalized up, so we can drop the mules down there.
Dropping that robotics facility, we could be seeing some kind of 3-gate robo play here.
Money
So
scan
what it's looking like.
Everything.
Oh, that sucks for the purple Protoss player.
Look at his vision right there. All the gateways.
Oh, missing that rally point on the command center. Ouch. It's okay though. He noticed it right away. That's good. That he didn't just have 4 SCVs chilling around the side of his command center there. We are seeing a starport up with a reactor, and it looks like we're sending... Nope, I thought we were going to send that factory over to scout, but it looks like we might be producing some Widow Mines or some Hellions.
Looks like we have a hallucination coming on by from the Protoss too. Just say, you can scan me, or I'll just send fake units at you. See what's going on over here. Sees the starport. He can assume it's medevacs at this point. Sees expansion.
Especially with that reactor down, that's going to be the key sign that we're not going to be seeing anything other than medevacs. But it does give him the ability in late game to produce those Vikings, which are going to be oh so important against those Colossi when you're going bio like this.
This is true. It does not look like he has the thoughts of Colossi, though. He totally tricked his Terran opponent, built the Robo, and then hid the Templar archives down at the bottom. He is researching Storm as we speak.
Outstanding. That's actually a very smart move. We are seeing that observer in the main of Purple Protoss. I'm not really sure if I'm liking that, just kind of hanging out. Should be out getting some map control with that guy.
I agree with this, but
in the army.
More importantly right now, I think he should have that observer somewhere in front of his base or the opponent's base or something so that he can see this push coming. A stim +1 attack push. No side storm quite yet, and the third is attempting to go down. This could be a very dangerous time for our Protoss player. Luckily, though, he wants to wait for that concussive shields. He wants to wait for these upgrades, but I think that's just going to take too long. He needs to push now and make sure he takes out that third or something, does something with this push.
Exactly. Well, we are going to see this push moving out a little bit before the concussive shells. We can see some reinforcements moving across the map, coming out of that bunker. Oh, we might be seeing some drop play.
He scans, sees the whole army at the natural. I like this play. I like it a lot. The Nexus sees it, but it's too late. It's too late. They're already up there with that
Protoss army's a little out of position.
That afterburner right there. You see coming up. Nice stim.
This is gonna be very
the money storm. The nice blink in, and everything is taken out.
Oh, those boost evacs weren't quite good enough. That was a really good defend.
Oh, a little misrally.
It's like we're seeing some misrally here. Some Marines walking down to their death.
It's alright though. That was a very nice hold by our Protoss player. Very nice reaction time on seeing those fly up by the Nexus.
Also, when he got that expansion up out of it, I think if I were the Terran player, I might have tried to deny that and then just back off.
I agree with you there. I also feel like he should be expanding behind this as well. Looks like he probably just wants to 2-base this though and try to end it right here.
Alright, looks like we're seeing that +1 armor upgrade go down for the Protoss player. As well as the robotics bay coming down. We might be seeing those Colossi after all.
I think this would be a very nice tech switch right now because he saw that it wasn't actually, he just got them for the observers and then he went High Templar. So in his mind, he thinks that he has Domda going some ghosts now, and he's going to keep the medevac production out because he killed all of his medevacs. So with no Vikings, those Colossi are just going to rip through everything. And as you can see, he turns some of his High Templars into an Archon, knowing that he needs something to just take the damage at this point.
Alright, we see our Red Terran player building his third command center, getting ready to gear up and take his third. Also, I'd like to point out that he has actually a good amount of production buildings for the amount of income that he is coming in right now. He could saturate his natural a little bit more, but I think with those mules, he's doing just fine.
I also want to point out the saturation on the Protoss's base is basically perfect. Once he got that third up, he just saturated that immediately, gases at everything. Now it looks like he might be gearing up to take a fourth over here. Is he killing these rocks off? Oh, the new hot sway. You have to hit the actual attack button on the debris.
Hey, they're actually praying to the rock right now.
They have a little shrine right there. You have to actually hit the attack button. This got me too one point. I did not like that either.
I always like looking up at the rock after I right-clicked it and seeing my Zergling just chilling around it. I mean, I guess the rocks are coffee shops now.
I do understand the dynamic behind it, but it gets on my nerves sometimes when that happens. It's like, kill the rocks, come back, the rocks are still there.
Okay, we do have some Widow Mines in this attacking force. I'm not sure if I really like them being with the main army. There we go. Now he's putting them out for defense.
No, yeah, he had those up in front of his natural. He's just trying to reposition his army here. He's got 1-1. Protoss has got 1-0. He's working on the shields upgrade, which now we hear everyone say they're very bad, but I mean, if he wants to start getting some Archons in this army, the shield upgrade isn't actually that terrible because all they have are shields.
That Thermal Lance is about to finish right now, though, and we do have a very scary Protoss army making its way across the map right now. This is looking kind of scary for our Red Terran player right now. This is going to be very difficult for him to hold.
He's going to get a good amount of damage in right here with that, though. Got a Stalker, got some damage and everything else. Got a good amount of damage on that Archon right there. But this is a very, very nice EMP. This is really good timing for this attack. Oh, the Money Storms again. Some feedbacks on the medevacs would be nice right now too, but it doesn't look like we need them. Oh, we're splitting up his army. Yeah, those medevacs, I mean, they're healing, but they just can't heal nearly enough to what this Protoss force is bringing.
That Guardian Shield is actually subtracting 2 damage from every ranged attack to that army right now, so it would be imperative to target those down, get those down so you could do the damage that you need to do to win the game. Alright, yeah. And Red throwing up the GG.